No, this is 3:47 AM PM, pop up all day for real, popping up as much rugby league information as possible, continuing on with the first games of my every team series. Right now, going alphabetically, we're up to Manly Eagles. So, if you don't miss any crucial rugby league information, watch this video in its entirety all the way through to the end as per always. So, Manly entering the comp in the year 1947, so Parramatta, but we've got a few more teams to get through before we get to Parramatta. And Manly finishing second last in 1947 and Parramatta in dead last. So a tense wooden spoon battle cooked up throughout the 1947 season. The two teams in their debut year finding it going very tough indeed. So Manly's first ever game, 1947 round 1. They eventually lost to Western Suburbs 15-13 at Brookvale Oval, and they gave Western almighty run for their money. They even outscored West 3 tries to 1. But it was Western Suburbs' superior goal kicking that got them the win. So this one, played at Brookvale Oval, 1947 round 1. So obviously Brookvale's been Manly's home ground from day one up to this very day, which is fantastic to see. The referee Orb Oxford, the crowd 4,200 people, played on the 12th of April 1947. And West's only try by Tom Briggs, he was their try scorer. And the West legendary fullback, Bill Keato, he converted that one. He also got 5 penalty goals. He got 6 goals altogether for West, and that was a role that he was accustomed to at that point in time. And I have done, I think, 3 or 4 Bill Keato videos I've done quite a while ago, so you can go through the channel to find those as well, because he was one of West's greatest ever players, winning game after game with his legendary goal kicking. He quite often kicked goals from penalty goals from 40, 50 metres out. Outstanding goal kicking by Bill Keato, getting West yet another win on this occasion. So then, like I said, after giving West a run for the money in round 1, Manly found the rest of the season extremely difficult, as did Parramatta. So eventually, they played a show in round 8, and Manly finally got their first win in round 8. So they lost their first 7 games ever, finally got the first win in round 8, beating Parramatta 15 points to 7 Brookvale Oval, finally get on the board. Then in round 9, they made it back-to-back wins, and got their first ever away win, beating Canterbury 24-23 Gillmer. So Manly 24, Canterbury 23. 1947 round 9 at Gillmer Oval. Smellmore Oval, as I call it. Smellmore because they smell. Then in 1947 round 11, easily Manly's best win of the year, a 33-0 thumping of Newtown. That was definitely unexpected. Then the losses piled back up again, and it was an 18-round season in 1947. And with just 2 games left going into round 17, Manly just managed to avoid the wooden spoon. Going into the round 17 of 1947 season, both Manly and Parramatta were stuck with 3 wins each, whereas Manly pulled off a huge upset and upset Eastern Suburbs 23 points to 12 at the old Sydney Sports Ground, 1947 round 17. So the old Sydney Sports Ground, it's basically the same location that Allianz Stadium is at today. It was just a different stadium that faced in the opposite direction. So that's where that was just like original, well, not original home ground, but their home ground at the time. Before, of course, eventually the old SFF was built, now Allianz. So Manly upsetting East 23-12. And Parramatta losing their last 2 games again. So that's how Manly managed to avoid the wooden spoon, by getting that upset win over East with only 2 rounds left. But then, at the end of the 1947 season, Manly had gone through the 18 games, had 4 wins and 14 losses. In attack, they'd scored 242 points. In defence, conceded 364. For and against minus 122. But yeah, they did just enough to avoid the wooden spoon. And they did the same thing again in 1948, 1949, and in 1950. They were stuck down the bottom, but they found ways to just avoid the wooden spoon. Still have not got a single wooden spoon to this very day. And poor old Parramatta, of course, have got 14 of the wooden spoons. Not only this one in their first year, 1947, 14 wooden spoons altogether. Whereas Manly only took 4 years after their debut season. Manly only took to 1951 to become one of the top teams, and 1951 made the grand final. They were monstered by South Sydney 42-14 in the 1951 grand final, but at least they were the second best team only that early on in their history. It didn't take them long to develop into one of the top teams for many, many decades. Obviously, I've been saying Parramatta also entered the comp in 1947, so we've got a few teams to get through first. When we eventually get to Parramatta's first ever game, they lost to Newtown 34-12, 1947 round 1. We'll obviously go through the wooden spoon battle again, and yeah, give Parramatta's side of the story in this tense wooden spoon battle between Manly and Parramatta in 1947. So there you go. So that's Manly out of the way. Going alphabetically, next up is Melbourne Storm. Melbourne Storm's debut season was 1998, and they had an absolutely phenomenal season. Didn't win the comp, won the comp in their second year, 1999, in the Classic Grand Final against Dragons. But their first year, 1998, they won their first game on debut, and they, won nearly all the games, and just fell short in the final. So we're going to have to go through every single Melbourne Storm score in 1998. So that's going to be a marathon coming up next. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end, so you didn't miss any Central Rugby League information. And thank you so much for that one crushing side being verbal support your boy all day, DL47.